when we talk about that dressing room, there was something about that side that produced both characters and leaders. And many of you, like we've said, have all gone on to have brilliant, successful second careers. And the most trending name out of that group would be Gareth Southgate, wouldn't it? What was
Well,
he
yeah.
like as a player and as a man? And did you always know that he'll go on to be the manager that he is today?
No, you're crazy. Gareth was probably 15 months younger than me. I think he's 53. Yeah. But not massively talented. He was a right back, gangly, great engine, but just wanted to learn. Was a bright, intelligent, lovely lad, nice family, just a great lad. I mean, he was big mates with Andy Woodman. So there was really two different camps, really. I suppose Richard and I broke in first, and then Gareth came later, more when the big boys had gone. So, the characters, I mean, you got Nigel Martin went on to play, Brighty and Righty, just absolute legends. Jeff Thomas is nearly a Sir Jeff Thomas now. So big characters. And then there was that Gareth Southgate side of Chris Coleman. I mean, I leave out Pardew as well. Um, sort of, and obviously, as I say, Dean Gordon and people like that. But Gareth was a natural leader. Gareth was very calm, was very strong. He was intelligent. And around that 93, 94 was the start of the Premier League. There was more money came in. I think there were sports scientists came in from rugby, and a lot of people came into the game. So nutritionists, psychologists, so everything kind of changed. Everything went up a level, sort of equipment, better physiotherapy, better treatment, better diets, better, you know, everything was better, because there was more money. And certainly, Gareth was at that era where Gareth was the guy that, if you had someone come in to do a presentation, he would be the one that would be taking notes and be there at the end asking questions. And everyone would be like, I'll leave him, we're going. But he took everything on board and used everything he could to make him the best person, best player he could. And he certainly would have taken that into his coaching, into his management. And the one thing you can't, you'd say with Gareth, he gave it everything, and he would work immensely hard. Um, but he was strong. Gareth was fierce. He stood up. Vinnie Jones and Roy Keane. He go toe to toe with him in midfield, so never shirked, and certainly was if you see his nose, that was Vinnie Jones giving him a proper elbow at a derby at Celeste. Nasty, if you're playing up against your Vinnie Jones Fashes and your Dennis Wises in that,
Yeah.
you've got to look after yourself, and certainly he could do that. So mentally strong, say everything he's been through. I mean, certainly to take on what I think is the hardest job in football, the England manager's job, and keep it for 8 years and have the success he had, then absolutely incredible. Brilliant. Love Gareth, lovely guy. Look forward to catching up with him and having a beer with him, or a lemonade, I should say. But yeah, hopefully he gets the chance to get a nice job now in club management. But yeah, a lot of strong characters, and that would have defined, growing up, sort of that era under Alan Smith. I'm actually having dinner with Alan Smith tonight, actually, so we'll probably talk all things Gareth Southgate and
Yeah.
Andy Woodman doing well at Bromley now. He's got his own little management career, But yeah, a lot of top characters, a lot of brilliant guys, and the principles are all the same, really, coming out of sport. And I think they've identified that. A lot of the rugby players and cricket players go into the city, go into jobs, because they don't get spoilt, or they don't lose their heads with too much dreams and sort of hysteria, really. But footballers need to be a bit more like that, because it's a very short career. And Stevie Cobb was the one that said, football career is just a stepping stone to the rest of your life. So, make the most of it, and then, look to the future and get yourself a trade, get yourself some qualification. There's so much there for players to do. Directors of football, you can be chief execs, but you can go on to be lawyers, accountants, go and work in the city and run companies, and go and enjoy your life and make it as fulfilling, as rewarding as possible. But which a lot of that team are, they're just pushing barriers, which is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.